Tonight's episode, new and slightly improved. Hello there, and welcome to this week's episode of the New Comics Unboxing. Obviously, I'm in some new digs right now, so to celebrate, we're going to be opening up this big guy. This is from Mile High Comics. I don't seem to have a date listed on it, and at this size, I am willing to bet that this is probably a free comic book day edition. Let's see. Free comic book day. I was right. So let's see. We've got 10 comics in total. I don't know how many free comic book day ones are in here though. And this is from May 1st, 2009. Well, let's take a look and see what we've got. Up first we have issues 45, 46, 47, and 48 of Trinity by Kurt Busiek, Mark Bagley, Fabian Nicieza, Scott McDaniel, Art Thibert, Andy Owens, Tom Derenick, and Wayne Fauscher. After that we have Immortal Iron Fist number 25 by Dwayne Szynski and Travel Foreman. This is the third part of the Escape from the Eighth City story. Then we have Teen Titans number 70 by Sean McKeever and Joe Bennett. This is part 3 of the Death Trap story. And then we have Justice Society of America number 26 by Jeff Johns and Dale Eaglesham. I believe this is their final issue. It's a Stargirl one-shot with the preview for the Last Days of Animal Man miniseries. Up next we have issues 58 and 59 of Batman Superman by Dan Abnett, Andy Lanning, Mike Johnson, and Will Sportasio. These are parts 2 and 3 of the Nanopolis storyline. And then we have Gen 13 number 29 by Scott Beatty and Mike Huddleston. This is part 9 of the Teenage Wasteland storyline, and there's a preview for something called Killapalooza inside. Now let's move on to our free comic book day titles, of which there are 10. First up is from Virgin Comics. It features The Stranded by Mike Carey and Siddharth Quaitan, Dan Dare by Garth Ennis and Gary Erskine, Rayman Reloaded by Deepak Chopra, Shekhar Kupar, and Shamek Dasgupta. Next up we have from IDW Transformers Animated, G.I. Joe and G.I. Joe Origins. The Transformers Animated is by Marty Eisenberg and Dario Brizuela. The G.I. Joe is by Chuck Dixon and Robert Atkins. And the G.I. Joe Origins is from Larry Hama and Tom Feister. After that we have The Avengers from Marvel by Brian Michael Bendis and Jim Chung. Our next one up after that is from Oni Press. It's Resurrection by Mark Guggenheim and Justin Greenwood. This book also features a Tech Jansen backup. Up next we have a Dark Horse Free Comic Book Day collection featuring Usagi Yojimbo by Stan Sakai, Emily the Strange by Rob Rieger and Buzz Parker, Bean World by Larry Marder, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Yearning by Mark Evanier and Ethan Beavers. There's also a Star Wars Clone Wars backup story. Up next we have Archie presents the Mighty Archie Players by, well, Archie. And that's by George Gladier and Stan Goldberg. Then we have the Bongo Comics Free for All 2009 edition. This features a Simpsons story by Chuck Dixon and John Delaney, a Futurama story by Eric Rogers and Mike Kazela, and a Cupcake and Pie Boy story by Mike W. Barr and James Lloyd. Up next we have World of Cars from the Boom Kids line. This is by Alan J. Porter and Albert Carreras. Then we have Image presenting Savage Dragon number 148 by Eric Larson. And then we have the Shonen Jump special from Viz. This features a Karukuri Doji Ultimo story by Stan Lee and Hiroyuki Takei. Then wrapping things up, we have Blackest Night number 0 from DC. This is by Jeff Johns, Ivan Rice, and Doug Monkey. Thanks for tuning in. I hope to see you all next week.